Gentlemen, what if everything you've been told about dating after 60 is wrong? What if you don't need a Ferrari, a full head of hair, or a fortune to attract women, but already carry the kind of power that naturally draws them in? Stay with me because what I'm about to share can change the way you think about attraction forever. Welcome to the Female Psyche, where we explore the secrets of attraction, confidence, and presence for men over 60. Today, we're diving into how you can become irresistibly magnetic, not through money or looks, but through calm assurance, experience, and the power of presence.
Let me ask you straight. Do you really think that at this stage of life, women only care about big bank accounts, flashy cars, or thick youthful hair? Curious. If that's your belief, pause for a second. That story has been repeated so often it feels true, but it's not. The truth most men miss is far simpler and far more powerful than money or looks. It's something many men over 60 already have, but rarely use consciously. When applied the right way, women, even much younger women, start responding differently. And no, it doesn't require surgery, luxury toys, or miracle supplements. It's a simple practice, about 12 minutes a day. Stick with me because I'll show you the mindset shift that makes women lean closer, seek conversation, and compete for your attention while others your age keep exhausting themselves, chasing a game designed for younger men. Before we dive deeper, do something.
Being small. If you're serious about rebuilding confidence and attracting women naturally, hit like, comment where you're watching from, and engage. Every week, I share research backed insights most doctors never discuss about attraction, vitality, and sustaining presence after 60 right here on the Female Psyche.
Now let's bust a big myth. Society loves claiming men over 60 are invisible to women unless they own a Ferrari, yacht, or movie star fame. That's completely false. Chuckles. I've worked with men in their 60s and 70s who attracted women decades younger, not because of money or looks, but because of psychological attraction. Women aren't desperate for younger men. They're overwhelmed by them. What they crave is maturity. They're tired of insecurity, neediness, and men trying too hard to prove themselves. You already hold the advantage. You just weren't shown how to use it. Here's why. Men past 60 carry a type of attraction younger men can't replicate. You've built, lost, learned, and survived. That depth, that grounded experience is magnetic. Thoughtful. The principle that shifts attraction is called outcome independence. When you embody it, women notice immediately.
The first mistake many men make is chasing instead of attracting. Trying to impress, prove desirability, or flash wealth often backfires. Women sense desperation. The better approach is cultivating genuine contentment with your life. Confidence without neediness becomes magnetic. Second, tying your self-worth to a woman's approval is a trap. Asking yourself, do I still have it, hands your value to her. Stress hormones rise, posture and voice betray anxiety, and you appear less appealing. True confidence comes from recognizing your experience, independence, and accomplishments.
Third, competing in arenas you can't win, like imitating youth, fails. Coloring hair, buying gadgets, pushing your body to look 35 is unnecessary. Women seek stability, composure, and emotional steadiness. Confident. Quiet confidence, not imitation, is attractive. To develop outcome independence, try the 12-minute daily practice I call the Indifference Activation Protocol. 3 minutes of contentment rehearsal, sit quietly, and appreciate life as it is. 4 minutes of neutral visualization. Imagine talking to a woman without goals. 5 minutes of self-recognition. Acknowledge accomplishments and lessons. Thoughtful. This stabilizes confidence, removes neediness, and naturally draws women in. Here's a curious paradox. The less you obsess over attracting women, the more magnetic you become. Take Frank, a client from New Jersey, 68 years old. One day, instead of trying to impress anyone at a cafe, he relaxed and read a book. Minutes later, a 52-year-old woman started a conversation with him. They've now been together for 2 years. What drew her in wasn't effort, it was presence. His energy silently said, "My life is already full. Your company would simply add to it." Curious. That kind of calm confidence sparks curiosity and comfort, not because he was detached, but because he wasn't desperate. Desperation is easy to spot. Calm self-assurance, however, invites attention effortlessly. You already have this quality, built from decades of experiences, lessons, successes, and even failures. The only thing that blocks it is insecurity or habits that mask it. Here's what most men overlook. You are not too old, invisible, or past our prime. Excited. In fact, this stage of life can make attraction work differently and often more effectively than it does for younger men. All it takes is a mindset shift and a simple daily practice. Start tomorrow, develop outcome independence, and notice how women respond with curiosity, respect, and openness. Size. You don't need to reinvent yourself, you just need to reveal the man you've already become. Presence carries immense weight. Women respond not just to words, but to how they feel around you. Walk into a room with composure, steady energy, and certainty, and you immediately stand apart from men who seem restless or eager to impress. Silent confidence communicates more than speech ever could. Every interaction is an exchange of emotional signals. Women pick up on posture, breathing, tone, and steadiness in your eyes. Curious, relaxed, grounded energy lowers her guard and sparks curiosity. Anxiety or neediness, on the other hand, creates tension she senses immediately. Outcome independence rewires this internally. By stopping the chase for validation, your brain shifts to self-sourced confidence. Dopamine rewards stabilize, hormones settle, posture straightens, your voice slows, and eye contact feels natural. Pause. Practicing this for just 12 minutes daily transf. ORMS interactions. One simple exercise is magnetic breathing. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 2, exhale slowly for 6. Imagining releasing neediness and repeating silently, I am enough. I bring value simply by being myself. In today's world, women are bombarded by noise, attention, and pressure. Stillness, calm, and authentic presence are rare. A grounded man in his 60s who radiates emotional balance feels remarkably different. His calmness fosters safety, openness, and connection. This leads to silent leadership, guiding through steadiness, thoughtful action, and emotional stability rather than force. Real strength is quiet, subtle, yet compelling. Thoughtful. When a woman senses it, she's drawn in instinctively. Your next chapter isn't about chasing youth, it's about mastering presence. Calmness, wisdom, and authenticity combine to create attraction effortlessly. Conversations feel meaningful, eye contact carries weight, and silence is comfortable. Size. Women recognize a man who has lived fully, carries strength without arrogance, and listens without judgment. Developing emotional mastery, handling complexity and vulnerability with steadiness, make as you unforgettable. Your presence, calmness, and wisdom are your greatest magnets. Attraction after 60 works differently and in many ways more effectively than it does for younger men. When you develop outcome independence, your nervous system, hormones, and energy all align with genuine self-confidence. You no longer chase approval. Instead, you radiate stability and presence. Curious, that energy communicates more than words ever could. It creates curiosity, trust, and openness. Women notice it instantly, and it sets you apart from men who still struggle to impress. Remember, this is not about acting, pretending, or trying to be someone you are not. Size. It's about revealing the man you've already become. Every interaction, every glance, every conversation becomes infused with the subtle yet powerful energy of a grounded, self-assured man. Your calmness signals safety, your wisdom signals depth, and your presence signals authenticity. Excited. That combination is irresistible. Life after 60 is not about fading into the background. It is about entering each room fully aware of your value, carrying yourself with poise, and experiencing relationships with clarity and ease. When you master your energy, cultivate emotional stability, and practice consistent self-recognition, attraction ceases to be a struggle. It becomes a natural byproduct of who you are. Size. So take these lessons to heart. Practice presence daily. Strengthen your outcome independence. Embody calm, quiet confidence. Lead silently through composure, thoughtfulness, and emotional mastery. When you do, women are drawn not to what you do, but to the man you are. The man who has lived fully, learned deeply, and now moves through life with strength, clarity, and ease. Pause. That is your greatest advantage. That is your power. And when you embrace it, everything changes. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like and subscribe to The Female Psyche and comment the word presence below to let me know you're embracing your calm confidence and magnetic energy. Excited, I love seeing every one of your stories, and it helps others discover these insights too.